I want to bring in now Chief Foreign Affairs correspondent Andrea Mitchell to talk more about this. Andrea, you have met the princess. You met Queen Elizabeth as well. You also understand what it is like to receive a cancer diagnosis. We've been talking a lot about how she is under a tremendous amount of public scrutiny. She has young children at home and the difficult road she has ahead.
I was so struck, Yasmin, by the grace and poise that she brought to that announcement. The fact that they did an announcement on video, that she felt it important to do herself. Clearly, all the controversy, the rumor mongering had to be painful. Painful to William also, given the way his mother died, the paparazzi and all that. So that's the subtext, that's the background. And here she is, his beloved wife, going through a cancer diagnosis. She going through a cancer diagnosis as the mother of 3 small children, initially thinking that she was in the clear. And after a very tough surgery, and I know something about that kind of surgery and how difficult any abdominal surgery is, having experienced it myself, it's a 6 to 8 week recuperation generally. You can't even pick up a handbag. You know, you can barely walk after that kind of surgery for several weeks. And then to find out that whatever the DNA testing was shows that there actually was cancer. And you get that diagnosis. It is such a blow. In my case, it was in the middle of a presidential campaign. The first thing I was thinking of was my career. Well, she's thinking about her children. I didn't have children. But she's thinking about her public role also, and how do you now go back and explain, oh, yes, it was cancer, and then deal with just the physical side of this. This is draining, emotionally draining, physically draining. She had major surgery. She needed to recover from that surgery before she could even begin the preventive chemo care. And let me just say also that, you know, there's a community of survivors of all types of cancer. Dr. Jill Biden knows this so well. A close friend of hers led her to lead breast cancer work for survivors when she was vice president's wife, and then, of course, Beau's diagnosis. So she and Joe Biden, from the days of their vice presidency, I would be involved as a cancer survivor, and other of my colleagues whom I know and doctors whom I know from NIH would be in the National Cancer Research, going to the Naval Observatory for these sessions, the evolution of the cancer moonshot. This is something so important as a national issue, and for her to speak as she did about the importance of chemo, the importance of prevention, of healing, of time to deal with her children, I think is so important to everyone in this larger community, and all those women who have not gone for testing or treatment or are still embarrassed to. It's a generational thing. But it was Betty Ford who opened the door on all of this when she actually invited the White House press corps in as a photo opportunity at Bethesda Naval. She was still in a robe, in bed, post-operative, talking about breast cancer. The word breast was never used on television. It was never used in movies. And here she, in the 1970s, was acknowledging it as First Lady with her husband leaning over and kissing her and sitting on the bedside. Watch it sometime on YouTube. It's extraordinary. Nancy Reagan following suit. And still, when President Reagan, under great scrutiny from all of us in the media who were covering him as the oldest then president, elected when he was 69, was diagnosed with cancer, and the head of the National Cancer Institute, Dr. Steven Rosenberg at the time, said, the president has cancer. Well, the First Lady was upset and called right away and said, behind the scenes, he doesn't have cancer. Ronnie doesn't have cancer. They cut it out of him. And she was very angry at that news conference. But again, cancer was never spoken of publicly until recent decades. And now the royals who never go on camera and talk about their illnesses is on video, talking to what has been a ferocious media world of all kinds of rumors, and saying publicly, thank you for your understanding. There's a lot of irony in that, but she did it sweetly. So I just think she deserves a tremendous amount of gratitude,
Absolutely.
and she can going forward as well.